What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Erica V, and we are doing an episode today on embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. This is your Daily Boost 365 podcast, and I'm an entrepreneur. What else am I? A mom. What else am I? I'm a lot of things. All right. So I've had a lot of challenges in my life that I want to share with you some of those today, as a matter of fact. Here's Tex Roy, and he's a businessman, and well, we both have over 35 years of experience together. So you want to share some things about embracing challenges and overcoming?
Big up and bless up. Big up and bless up. Hope everybody having a good day. And like I always say, before we proceed on this podcast, it's the beautiful and intelligent Erica. Erica.
Thank you.
Lazy poor gentleman.
All
like
right.
I always say as well.
All right. Okay. So I will start. All right. So first I'll say that sometimes in life we have these challenges, and well, I would say a lot of times in life we have challenges, but it's how you deal with them if you're going to come out on top. Okay. So let's say that you have a challenge and you're facing something, maybe it's what you're considering a disability, right? And it's getting you down, and you're mourning your old life, and you're mourning all these things, right? So you have an opportunity now to see how this might be a blessing, how it could turn out to be a blessing to others, right? How you can reframe your thinking. So I'll give myself an example, right? So I have dyslexia. I know you hate when I talk about that, but I do, okay? And for a long time, it was holding me back because I felt less than. I felt like I wasn't going to be able to reach the top in my direct sales company. I felt like I wasn't going to be able to be a leader because I had dyslexia, right? So then I started doing research on it, and I found out that most entrepreneurs have dyslexia. Almost everyone on Shark Tank has dyslexia. And it's almost like it's a superpower. It's not this horrible thing. So for me, it was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to embrace it. And I do share that I have dyslexia a lot of times because I want other people to see that you can go on to do great things, even if you have this label of dyslexia. It's just that our brains are a little bit differently. And because I have a hard time with spelling and seeing letters, guess what? That part of my brain is just being useful, figuring out things in business, right? So I just reframed it. I embraced it. And I'm not ashamed of it. So I use that as an opportunity for growth. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up and bless up. Big up James Mayfield. One love, one love. So my opinion on that.
Oh yeah.
Is it? I don't know. So if you're aware that you got dyslexia, that means you can fix it.
You can't fix it.
You can't?
No. You can learn strategies. This is
because I was told that if you first got to identify what the issue is before you can fix it. So I'm saying if you can identify that that's the issue, you can fix it.
Well, kind of. You can learn a strategy so that you can help you to do things in a different manner, meaning using like speech to text or different spell check programs or things like that. Learning things using a program such as Orton Gillingham, using different ways to learn phonics and letters and sound combinations and things like that. But there's no fix. It's just a different strategy that you're going to use. And I was saying that once I identified what it was, I'd struggled all my life. I didn't actually know that's what I had until Olivia was having it. And so my older daughter. And so when I was doing research for her, I was like, oh my gosh, well, it turns out her dad has it and I have it. And so once I found out I had it, then all of a sudden I allowed all this fear to creep up. And all of a sudden I just stopped myself from doing things. So for me, identifying it and then figuring out how I can do things in a different manner was what helped me, to use it as opportunity for growth. Does that make sense?
Well, I'm glad I asked that question. So anybody in the position, then you got to answer. So you did answer. You identified.
Okay. Yeah.
You say it's a strategy, and in my opinion, that's a way of fixing what you think the issue is. Or
All
what you,
right, I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I was thinking I don't want anyone else to be out there and think that, oh my gosh, you could just fix dyslexia, because that's not, it can't just go away. I want to be very careful so that our viewers, maybe they have a child who was just diagnosed, and I don't want them to go into their school or to wherever and saying, go fix it, you know?
but I mean, based on what you explained, that sound like a strategy of
Yeah.
fixing. I mean, it's
Okay.
where's a will, there's a way. And
True.
to me, that it sounds like, okay, so you're like, all right, I got this issue. How can I, better this issue, make this issue, less of a problem for me? In my opinion, you explain how you being dyslexia, how you able to cope with that. You don't think so?
I guess I did. I just, again, it's that word, it's just, I understand what you're saying. I'm coping with it. I was able to go on to do great things with it. Now, do I still spell things wrong? Every day. But now I don't take it personally and I don't get upset if somebody points it out. I'm just like, all right, it's my dyslexia. That's just, it is what it is. I can't see it, right? But I'm not going to allow it to define me. I'm not going to allow it to stop me from doing even better things in my life. And whereas before I was allowing it to stop me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, man. Okay.
What about you though? Because you've had some challenges too. And would you say use them as opportunities for growth?
It's always better that way.
Yeah.
It's always better that way. So if I have whatever issues I got, I just work towards it. I normally don't even really talk about it. You know what I mean?
Know.
It is what it is, and you just try to do the best you can no matter the situation. So that's what I believe. So
But
I got dyslexia? I don't even know.
No, you don't have dyslexia. You got ADD.
I got ADD.
Yeah, man.
The best
We
way
both do.
Dealing with it. You know what I mean?
What is that?
Well, you diagnosed.
I
me,
did
so
diagnose him. I did.
I don't know.
Where are all these cabinets? Let me see if the cabinets are open. You
Hmm?
get distracted.
Yeah.
You get distracted, but then you're so able to super focus on things that hold your interest, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. And you're just, I know this for you have, but I
There go a good.
what? I can't do two things at once. All right. So
What's
we
the
are,
difference?
okay. So we're doing this right here. And we're on his phone streaming it. And so on his phone streaming it, James said that speaks on numerous disabilities. You must be strategic in finding the cure, for instance, depression. There you go. There you go. So yes, strategy, being strategic. That should be my middle name, strategic. Hello, my name is Erica Strategic. So I want to say something to you, Text Roy. So we were chatting last night, and you've overcome, and you don't have to mention the things if you don't want to, but you've overcome, or you've had some things, let's just put it this way, you've dealt with some things in your life, all right, and there was consequences, right? And you said last night, well, I'm kind of glad, or whatever, I don't know, you didn't word it like that, that's how I would speak, but you just said that you're because of the things that you went through, you are the person you are now. You're super strong, you're super focused, you have a really great outlook on life. You're kind, you're humble, and you can see things for what it is. Really, you can clearly see stuff. Whereas a lot of people, like moi, get wrapped up in emotion, but you're more like cut and dry, black and white. This is it. And you said you believe it's because of the things that you went through.
Well, some of it, I mean, what don't kill you make you stronger. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it's just dealing with reality, looking into reality. A lot of us don't know how to deal with reality, don't know how to face reality. We do all type of things to block out reality. That's why people get on drugs, on alcohol, or they do things, just to not face reality. But the best way to take on any problem is facing head on. You know what I mean? Any issue, no matter, it don't have to be an issue, any challenge. You want to start a business, this is not going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be stages. It's going to be ups and down, ups and down, ups and down until you finally get it right. You know what I mean? So I got to always stay resilient.
Yes.
So
And how did you get to be like that though? Because there's some people watching us that are like, oh my gosh, you know what? Some people love their animals so much and they're very attached to them that if their animal passes away, they can't go to work for like a week, Or there's some people who are dealing with a sick spouse maybe, or immigration issues or whatever. And they're just like, oh my gosh, I'm just stuck right now. How can you tell them, how can you help them to turn that into an opportunity for growth? Anything. Can you turn anything into an opportunity for growth?
Of course. Anything you're good at, you can market and promote.
Well, I'm saying if they're going through a challenging time right now, how can you turn that into an opportunity? If they're like, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm not, I have anxiety, I can't cross the street. Like, remember I told you I was run over by a car? I could not cross the street. I couldn't cross the street. I was scared I was going to get run over again. So how could I use that for an opportunity for growth
By being strong for you.
for myself?
Being strong for yourself is power. It's power in that. So gotta always be resilient. Always. I mean, no matter what the case is, no matter how bad the situation seems, life go on. The sun gonna shine and it's gonna repeat. So you got to be that strong to know that no matter what, you got to be strong because life goes on. You know what I mean? Time heals all. These are facts of life. You know what I mean? So
it is true.
The key is to always stay focused, love you, and continue being resilient.
And you know what else? Be logical. I think that would help so many people looking at their challenges as an opportunity for growth by using logics.
That's what I was saying.
Oh,
I love that.
We're twinsies.
I love that. I'm gonna hold you to that.
I know.
Being logical, face it for what it is. It's what it is,
And look at this. And look at the. Okay, so for example, I was walking on the sidewalk in New York City, and I got run over by a car on the sidewalk. So if we use logics on that situation, like, what's the chances of that happening again? Right? Like, isn't that crazy? What's the chances that that's going to happen again? I can't focus. I can't focus. All right. So I'm professional. Yeah. Okay. So it's hard to do two at the same time, All right. So, if you take something that's happened to you, right? And then you could look at like, okay, so maybe in a car accident, or in my case, I was walking on the sidewalk and I got run over by the car. Like, it was serious. I was in ICU, all kinds of stuff. And then I was afraid to go to New York City. I was afraid to be in a car. I was afraid of all this stuff. Right. But I don't remember how I overcame it. I had therapy and stuff, right? But now when I look back, I would say to my younger self, well, like, what's the chances that that's going to happen again, right? And, I would talk to myself logically. That was like a freak thing that happened to you, right? And you can't allow the fact that this man who was driving, who got in an argument with someone and lost control of his car, let him win and stop me from living my life. Because imagine if I never got in a car again, right? Or a plane, I wouldn't be sitting right here with you in Jamaica, right? So, you've got to also remember, if someone did something bad to you, you don't want to give them all the power and allow them to win. So use that as an opportunity for growth for yourself so that you can keep going on and go on to live the life of your dreams. That and a lot today, baby. Let me let you talk.
Agree. You gotta always be strong for you. I believe in that.
He does.
Always be strong for you first, because if you ain't strong for you, who else gonna be strong for you?
Yes.
If you don't believe in you, who else gonna believe in you? You know what I mean? So it's a lot that comes with those two things.
Yeah.
Again, be strong for you and believe in you. It's power in that. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. And believe, I would say also, if you're having challenges and you want to turn those into opportunities for growth, you must firmly believe that you were on this earth for a reason and you were meant for more.
Yeah. Big up Shabby. Big up Melissa.
What's up? Is that your dad?
Big up, of course, big up my dad.
Hello, Daddy. See, now I can't focus, baby.
Read that one.
By facing it and taking in the truth and attacking it, don't run. Yes, James, that's fabulous. Wonderful. Right. Yes. Stand up and face it. It is true. You have to really face it, because sometimes like something will happen and we find it a challenge, or we have shame with it and we just bury it, like you said, with alcohol, with other things. And then we never face it head on. And then something else comes up and then we add it on to that. And then it just turns into a roller coaster of all kinds of crazy emotions. And we stop ourselves from truly living.
Do what Shabby Hype said. Shabby Hype said, true, stand up and face it. You gotta always stand up and face it. Melissa said, let it go.
Let it go and live.
Those two things right there, that's just been said by Shabby Hype and Melissa.
And
trust.
And James, yeah.
Definitely James. Big up to y'all for that.
You know what we should have talked about is that how we're allowing our challenges maybe to stop us from living the life of our dreams. Maybe we should have renamed it, you know?
Well, I think part of being strong is staying humble.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Mhm.
be resilient and humble.
Mhm.
A lot of times, and sometimes we get in a situation we're like, dang, this is like the worst time of our life.
Yeah.
Just gotta remain humble, stay in control. Always stay in control. You know what I mean? No matter how severe the situation is or seems. Most times it only seems that way. Like I said earlier, time heals all. So we just gotta remain humble, calm, cool, calm, and selective. Try to always do that. Practice that.
And
Practice staying cool, calm, and selective. Never let no one disturb your peace. Never let no one steal your joy.
yes.
You know what I mean? That's how you're able to stay focused. A lot of us humans, we have challenges with that. Like Melissa said earlier, man, we have to learn how to let go.
Mhm.
Once we learn how to let go, we start seeing the bigger picture. Because
Yes.
a lot of us, we're paying attention to the small things that don't matter, the distractions. You know what I mean? Don't allow the
And if you
distractions.
don't let go,
Hmm.
then you
You-
remain in the same spot that you
No,
were.
no, you remain less than the same.
Worse
You
than.
you hold on to all that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it's weighing you down.
Oh, so
You know what I mean?
don't ever just keep holding on and keep holding on. And also, I think it's important to have someone that maybe you can vent to or talk to, right? That's
Yeah,
an
you.
important- me.
Yourself.
Oh, I thought you wanted to talk to
But
me.
power, believe yourself. Sometimes
Yes.
you got to talk to yourself. Not like you're a crazy person, but sometimes you got to trust.
I do know someone who talks to themselves.
Oh, please. Oh, well.
You do. I'm like, who are you talking to? Not you. There's nobody else here.
TV.
No.
I think you do that on the camera. So
That's true. Look at his TikTok. But also aside from yourself, sometimes it's good to be able to share what's going on in your life with someone else who can see it clear.
True.
Because if you're in the
Very true.
moment, look at you, how you helped me.
very true.
I
very
didn't
true.
even know. I talked about this
And
earlier.
vice versa. You know what I mean? Don't only go one way. I mean, you said things to me that helped me too. So that's why I'm saying I do agree. Sometimes no man's an island, no woman is an island. You know what I mean? So sometimes you need that outside, but you need you.
Yes.
Focus on you,
Yes.
not on the selfish tip, but you know what I mean? You have to be confident in you, you know what I mean, and trust you. You know what I mean? So when you're dealing with others, like Erica said, vent to somebody. So you vent.
But be
to
careful
some-
who you
can I
vent
finish?
to.
Right? You vent to get others' opinion. You're not because you want to just run with. You know what I mean? But so it's okay. We're human, and we do that.
Oh, look. Sorry, we have a slow connection. We had a little mini hurricane here in Jamaica. It says, and Erica and Tax have helped me through some things in the past few months. Oh,
See? Perfect example.
we're so glad that we were
Big up,
able
Melissa.
to be there for you. Yeah.
Mhm.
And you got us, you guys, you can watch our podcast, get our book. Actually, this is taken off of page, I can't see, 31.
If you're stressed too, this book is here.
We read our
Open it,
own book.
Open it. Something in here gonna put you back on track. You're gonna be like, man,
Yes. And then you
this
can get
makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yes. And you can get our journal too and go through each day and see
Knowledge
what
is power. Knowledge is power. Most time people stress about things because they don't know better. They haven't experienced that situation yet. That's why some people that experience a lot in life, you just see them just remain cool, calm, humble. You know what I mean, no matter the situation. That's because they've seen so much that it's going to take a lot to really, you know what I mean, excite them or to let them be even looking like they fearful of something. You've been through a lot. That's, I mean,
What do you say about
and
old people?
yeah.
What do you say to old people? And
Exactly
how come?
what I was explaining. They've been through so much that they just cool, calm, and selective. You know what I mean?
It's not phasing them.
It's not fake. Good word.
Think about that, how the 40-year-old mom might react to something versus the grandma, right?
Really
So, you can see the difference in things where the grandma will be like, it's not a big deal.
Right.
And the mom's like, man, who are you? You weren't like this when I was a kid. You know what I mean? But the grandma's like, they realize that those things that as parents, sometimes we get worked up about it's not even going to play out in the end as something bad. So,
Good,
you
good,
know,
good.
so many things that we can look at in our lives. So why don't you guys share below if you're watching us, like, is there something that you have a challenge that you've overcome and now you can look back and see it as an opportunity for growth? Or are you going through something now? You know, please type it so we can see. You know, I think it's just so important to always have a growth mindset. And sometimes it's really hard when you're going through something, but you did say something earlier about always being resilient, you
Mhm.
know,
You gotta believe in you.
you have
No
to.
matter what, you gotta. I mean, once you ain't, you know deep down within that you, whatever you doing, you ain't harming nobody. Your morals and principle intact. I always say that because that's what really matters.
Mhm.
Once you ain't, that means you ain't doing nothing wrong
Right.
within you. Now, if you're doing something wrong and you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
your that the good side of you within gonna tell you, oh, this is something good or this is something bad. So followers say the side that say good. You know what I mean? And don't worry about nobody's opinion.
Yeah.
Everybody got an opinion, including you.
Me, I got opinions.
Everybody.
Oh,
That's
I
all
thought
we
you were
got.
calling me opinionated.
All we got is a word. Opinion is
It's true.
a bunch of sentences or even
Yeah.
one sentence. You know what I mean?
It's true.
And we all got one. So don't let nobody else opinion
Mhm.
break you. Always make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And a lot of times that's why we go through challenges is because we're listening to all these people,
Plus,
right?
plus no one successful just went. You gonna go through challenge.
Mhm.
Or it just in life, you gotta kids, you gonna go through challenges because kids ain't gonna be one
Oh.
straight line. It's gonna be so
Oh,
many
yes.
curves, you're gonna be like, man.
We have 5 children between us. There's 3 grandchildren between us. So yeah, we understand things, you know. And oh, here, Melissa said, I have to learn to recognize myself more and put me first sometimes. And I think that's so hard as a woman because we want to just be there and take care of everyone. And we tend to start, you know, doing so much for others that, you know, they say you can't pour from an empty cup, but we become empty and it's very hard. And then we feel guilty if we start taking time for ourselves. And, you know, so please, Melissa, you're a fabulous person, a fabulous mom, fabulous daughter, a fabulous grandma. Take the time for you without guilt. And you know how I did it? I used to just get in my car and just listen to my old school reggae and drive around. And that's how I took my time for myself. But it took a while for me to do that and not feel guilty. Sorry, what were you going to say? I'm sure men go through it too. I can only speak for women because, you know, I am one.
No, human go through it.
All
Human.
right, human.
Even animal. Yes. Yeah. Hey, you don't see some dogs sometimes. The kids
The
kid
puppies.
come around, yeah,
Okay.
and they ain't trying to hear that.
That's
They-
true.
you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's just life.
Yeah.
Overall, I do want to dwell on believing in you and loving you. Is power in that. Man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just always do the right thing, and that's part of doing the right thing. You know what I
And
mean?
loving yourself
It's
and
doing the right thing.
doing that. Oh, it is the right thing.
Believing yourself is doing the right thing.
But you know how we talked about resilience, and I just want to bring it back because we've all been, I'm sure, been through some medical thing, right? And you know, when I had my last car accident with my 3rd brain injury, what helped me to get through that and overcome it and look at for an opportunity was growth was because I kept thinking this can't be it. I have not overcome so much in my life for this to be the way it's going to end. So I got to figure out a way. So I'm still going to be able to, you know, live the life of my dreams. I have to figure it out a way. And it might not be the way everyone else does it or what everyone else thinks, but I had to figure it out for myself. And I'm glad that I did. So for all of you going through something, maybe your journey is going to take a different path than someone else who maybe had cancer or accident or lost a job. But remember, this is your journey. And the key to overcoming is to never give up, right?
Can't say it no better.
Well, thank
Say it
you.
again. Say it again. What you said?
The key to overcoming is to never give up.
The key to success is to never give up.
Oh yeah, key to success. I forget. And once it
No,
comes
it's
out,
the same thing.
oh, okay. I thought maybe I
Same
said
thing.
it.
I'm
All
just
right, okay.
elaborating, you know.
Yes.
But
Oh, Melissa says she has to get the journal. Yes, so if anyone wants it, it's available on our website, yourdailyboost365.com. Our book is everywhere. We're working on getting our journal on Amazon, but for right now, the journal is only available on our website. And if you do get our book, take a selfie, send it to us, and we'll let you into our book club that's going to be starting up. We're going to do prizes and dive deep into our 365 daily mantras. Like, listen, people are like, I don't sit down and read a book. This is not like a sit down and read a book. This is just a read a sentence. And then
One of
think
these
about
sentences could change.
change your life.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of them did change my life.
See,
Mhm.
another example.
One sentence in it. Do you know what it was? Remember? You know what it is.
Mm.
Stress will take your beauty away. That was all he had to say to me. I was like, oh, heck no. I'm not going to be stressing and looking ugly, stressing ugly. Oh,
Man.
God. Woo.
What a bad compliment on one day.
Yeah.
That's what it all boils down to, loving you.
Yes.
Because if you don't love you, it's hard to love others. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's hard to love anybody else. who
You
don't
be-
love you. So you got to put you first.
Yes. And, you used to say that to me, it's like a year and a half ago. And you're like, well, you got to love yourself. And I'm like, well, I do love myself.
Mm.
Right.
Mm.
But I wasn't loving myself in the way in which he meant. And what he meant was in a deeper sense. And he would say things like, if you love yourself, why would you hurt yourself? And that was one of the powerful things, you said at the Women's Entrepreneur Retreat, is that's a powerful thing. So like if you're having problems like sticking to a diet or getting healthy, and you repeat that to yourself every time you pick up a Hershey bar or something, and you say, if I love myself, why would I hurt myself? You're going to stop making those bad choices, and you're going to be able to overcome it and grow because you said those smart words to you. And really, truly loving yourself, I don't think I had a grasp of what it truly was until I'd say the past
Till I
year.
kept dwelling on it.
Yeah, every day.
Every day?
No, I'm just kidding. But no, you said it a few times, and then it made sense when,
Yeah, when you're doing things that I think that's not self-love, I'm going to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm thankful.
Mhm.
I'm thankful how
Yeah, on your
the
way.
kind way that you said it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No more Hershey bars for
Well,
me.
like you heard Erica, lots of time it's always how you say something or the way you do things.
Exactly.
It makes a difference.
It does. It does. It does. Well, we hope that this was helpful for everybody and that you will subscribe to our YouTube channel, Your Daily Boost 365, or wherever it is that you listen to our podcast, right? So anything else you want to say before we go?
I'm saying what I always say.
What'd you always say?
Well, what I said earlier, I want y'all to,
That I'm beautiful.
of course, I want y'all to focus on loving you and believing in you. There's power in that.
Yeah.
Loving you and believing in you. When you love you and believe in you, others will love you and trust me on that.
Yeah, you'll see the difference, the shift that it makes with the people that are attracted into your world. I'm not talking about in a romantic sense, but in business or things like that. You're going to have so much more positive energy when you're giving that out.
That's how Erica got here.
That's how I got here.
That's how we got here.
How we got here. How we get
Yep.
here?
Because we love ourselves and we believe in ourselves.
Yeah.
That's part of it. A major part of it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So
that's a nice story. We should tell that one day.
When you love you, others will love you too.
Oh, well, I'm glad I love myself, so you can love me.
Please, let me get this going.
He's always calling me Pimpy.
Yeah. Hey, but yeah, man. Much love and respect.
Yes.
Until next time.
Thanks, guys.
Holla.
Don't forget to hit the bell, hit the subscribe button so you will be notified when our next podcast drops.